Let's go camping.
So first thing first, we are gonna get our spare propane tank. We do have 2 of them. Haven't ever really needed to use 2, but it's just nice to have a backup just in case. We are going to lift up our tow hitch, and we have just a little lock that we keep in there so someone doesn't steal it. We're gonna grab the actual hitch out. I have to say too, using the automatic tow hitch thing is amazing. We used to do that manually, and you can do it, it just takes a long time. Dylan's also getting the mirrors out and the sway bars. We're just getting the hitch attached. And now Dylan's backing up to just line it up perfectly. Sometimes takes a little finesse. And then we are lowering the hitch back down. And I can't tell you how much of a game changer this automatic way of doing it is. It's awesome. Then we're going to just make sure that it's fully attached. We locked it in place, and we are going to kind of raise it up again so we can put our sway bars on. This helps a lot, especially when traveling longer distances. It's really nice to have this these attached. It's just really helpful so the trailer doesn't go slipping and sliding. That's definitely, you don't want that when you're driving. So these are really helpful for that. Now Dylan's attaching just some backup brakes. You want to make sure you do this every time. So that way, if something falters and something goes awry, these are your backups that you want to make sure you have. He's also attaching the power, and then I'm going to go check and make sure that it's working, and it is. Yay. All right, back down we go again, and we are going to be lifting this stabilizer part here until it's right at the sway bars. That's how we know we're at the right spot. Taking out the wheel chocks. We want to check the tire pressure. It looks like the gauge is good. You want to check it on both sides just to make sure. We're going to load everything up into our little compartment, close it. We are getting our mirror extenders on. These are super helpful to have. And of course, we have to listen to some Creed. We made it to the campsite, so we're going to get everything set up. So we're putting this little trailer jack block down first. I'm going to get the wheel shocks in, or I guess Dylan is, both sides this time to make sure that it stays put. We're going to raise it up a bit so that way it kind of loosens the sway bars so Dylan can get those out a bit easier. So he's going to take those off. Let's give Dylan some encouragement. Everyone say, "Go Dylan, you're doing a great job with the sway bars. Keep at it, you strong man." That really helps him when we give him encouragement. So put that down in the comments if you want to just make Dylan's day. So here he is taking them out. They're ready to go. Next, we are going to be lowering it down just so it's about level again. So that way we can unlock it and eventually move the car. So here Dylan's taking the lock out. He's going to unlock it. You want to make sure you detach everything that is attached. So Dylan's doing that. And then we're also going to make sure that we unplug the power source, because you don't want to drive off and have that still attached. That would not be good. So now he's lifting it all the way up so that way we can disengage the hitch ball from the hitch. And that's looking good. So he's going to move the car on up. I'm turning on the propane here to make sure that's all ready to go. And then Dylan's just putting the things that were attached back in their proper place there. Then we're going to put this ball attachment, and this is really cool. It has a lock on it, so that way it can stay locked and nobody else can do that. Dylan's explaining that he's just trying to level it. So you can see the bubbles getting closer. Dylan is very precise when it comes to his leveling job. So not only do we have this one, but he also keeps one in our little cubby hole here. And he was very proud that it was very level. He always does a really great job with that. So this is when my part comes in a bit more. I'm just opening the door, kind of getting some things laid out. Having this little outdoor mat is really helpful. We take it everywhere we go, especially when you're, kind of coming in and out. It's nice to have that there. Dylan's getting some blocks together so he can put the stabilizers down. He's showing his cool power tool. That again makes it so easy. You can do this manually, and we have done it manually. By we, I mean Dylan, but this just makes it so much faster. You can see how quick it goes. So again, all of the stuff can be done manually, but we've just found some hacks along the way. We always bring our little foldable table. That's super helpful to have right out front there, just to kind of have as a landing zone. We're going to pop that down and go on in. Woohoo!
We're going to fill our freshwater tank. We just prefer to do it this way rather than hooking up the city water. Get the way of the photo here. This is really only needed when connecting to city water, where it's more important, but we'll connect it anyway to here. So we'll just fill the tank up there. Oh, I want to make sure they're off. Well, it's 50 amp here, so I'll have to get the converter. All right, you always want to check it beforehand, so let's pop it on. It's good. So turn it back off. Good. This next part is a little dirty, so I don't know. They say something like 4 or 8 ply gloves, but like there's like some kind of like
term for them.
8 or 10 something grade gloves. So this is handy. Side winder. Pop this open. This isn't super necessary, but
helpful.
It's helpful. Yes. Nice to get things prepped. There will be like little divots here. You want to line them up with these divots here, and then twist. So usually you want to make sure these are closed. Usually a little something will come out of here when you open it, so just beware. And turn.
The big moment has arrived. Come with me. First thing, I'm gonna turn the heated on as well. We'll get a couple lights in here so we can see what we're doing.
I'll open the window.
So Dylan doesn't normally get to see this part. He's recording, so you get to see where the magic happens. And it starts with a bucket and a fork. Nom nom. And all right, so you don't have to do it this way. I just find that this is helpful with dissolving it quicker. So this is just the method that I like to do. But you just get one scoop, and I'm just gonna pour the water in, and I just kind of like, and then I use my fork to mix it, because it's easy for it to get clumped up. So it's just easier to do it this way and kind of mix it all up. away. That's good. See, so it's fully dissolved. And then I just pour a little bit in the sink because we want to get this in the gray tank as well as the black tank. And then I come over and I pour just a little bit in the sink here, a little bit in the shower. Gotta open that in a second. And then pour the rest in the toilet. And it's that easy. No smells. Will be good for the whole trip. And that's it. It's easy. So after we get everything sorted with Happy Campers, you can see how easy it was, and we are smell free now. We're gonna just unload everything, I guess unload from the truck, load into the trailer, all of our clothes. I'm opening all of the windows just to get some fresh air going. It's so nice getting to a new campsite where you can just kind of have some fresh air. It's so wonderful. Now it's time to unload our fridge items and our pantry items. So I bring a lot of leftovers. Usually we're camping on the weekend, and so it's nice to just kind of throw in anything that we're wanting to finish up that weekend. We also bring like snacks, yogurts. We usually bring milk for our coffee. And I like just keeping things really simple and easy. We have some fruit. I have a salad kit. We love doing chicken Caesar salad wraps. That's a really easy thing. Leftover pasta that we had that week. Some sourdough bread. There's the milk for the coffee. I think that was like teriyaki chicken leftovers that we had. So it's just a great way to clean out the fridge, which is really awesome. And then we have our pantry essentials. I'm kind of just reorganizing a little bit here. We have our coffee mugs and whatnot. I have some graham crackers, some Rice Krispie treats, some bars, all the stuff for s'mores. That's always an essential. There are our wraps for our chicken Caesar salad wraps, some bananas. We got to have the coffee. We just use a French press while we're camping, which is great. I have some dish towels, and these little hangers are really useful. We have all towels and stuff. These are the towels that we keep in there, so I'm just kind of setting those out. I get all of our different toiletries in, but first I'm going to get the soap out for the bathroom. I have one for the bathroom and one for the kitchen, which is really helpful. These smell really good, by the way, too, if you see them. I think I got them at Costco but a while ago, but they smell really good. Now I'm just kind of organizing what we have in here. I always bring a laundry bag with us, so all of our dirty clothes just go into that black laundry bag. Of course, our charger, plenty of books, PJs, all of that fun stuff. I have all of my toiletries. This is the first trip we took this season, so I actually tend to keep a lot of stuff in here, like all of my skincare stuff I keep in there, shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste. My toothbrush I'll bring back and forth because I use that all the time. But yeah, we try to keep a lot in there. Here come the crazy doggies. They get so excited for camping. I'm just getting Dylan's stuff unloaded next. But whenever they come into the camper for the first time, they're so stoked. They love it. It's so funny too how they have their own little spots. Oh, this is me telling Dylan it was your responsibility to bring your own hangers. I'm sorry that I did not do that. But they love it. You guys excited? Oh, we gotta get their water, actually. Is that what you're waiting for, T-Man? It's your water? Mm-hmm. We got some thirsty boys. That's what it was.